The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Come on. Switch.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 55. Here we go, D.
They run. Cook.
Watch quick.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
25, check 25.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. yards.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In your face.
Ready?
Here's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Break the high. Lady. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 22, Cousins looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good, but the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
64.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Haywood.
going for it. It's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 90.
Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55.
Cousins now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st down, Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Henry, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Cook running right, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Cook. And an alley run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This a quick pass to Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Recon, 132 fighter, 60 or
7-yard pickup.
Henry out of the pistol. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tannehill now to throw. Uncorks one, and that's caught inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Pilot, 64.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 36, 36.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Titans 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Bailey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Titans 14. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I think I'm 48.
Pull it together. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, we're good. 55.
Throwing is Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To the air again, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town.